Hello, everybody. Dave Flores here. We're live at the Escondido Cruising Grand. And this place is an amazing place. And for all of you that are at home or wherever you're watching on your phones, you got to check this out sometime. It goes Fridays, every Friday through, is it August or September, I believe, at 5 o'clock on Fridays. Grand Avenue, Escondido. Now, what is your name, sir?
Steve Padilla.
Steve Padilla. Great. Steve, this blue car that you see here, this amazing piece of metal and machinery, belongs to Steve. And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about this car, Steve. I mean, first of all, what is this car?
Okay, so it's a 1951 Ford, two-door, custom. It wasn't, when I bought it, it wasn't like this. It was all original. So we put a chop on it. We put a new motor, Chevy running gear, 350 transmission, repaint. Pretty much went through the whole car. It took 3 years to completely build it. And it's been on the road now 6 years. 6 years, so.
That's great. Have you got any tickets?
No tickets. I got a few trophies.
There you go. No policeman would dare give you a ticket. Well, the thing is, it's a beautiful car, and what do you call this style when it's down low? It's a coupe. I mean, is there any kind of a nickname for this?
Yeah, they call them customs. They're kind of in between a lowrider and an old style car. They're on airbags, so you just hit the switch. I could make it go up.
Woo! Hey! Whoa! Wow.
The airbags give you a better ride. It's not as rough as hydraulics. Yeah, just a lot of work, a lot of money. But so just a little bit of detail on it. It's chopped 5 inches in the front, 7 in the back. We slanted the front window. We also slanted the B pillar, put that in an angle, and we stretched the back end. We pulled that window 12 inches forward to give it that longer back end look. Other than that, all the interior was redone. The car was, like I said, all original when I bought it. It was running, but I wanted to get something modern in it. That way I wouldn't have to worry about it breaking down. But that's a nice car.
So do you have like AAA in case you get in a jam? What do you do with a car like this if you get in a jam?
Well, actually, I broke down one time when I first built it. 2 tow trucks wouldn't take it. They wouldn't touch it. So,
they were afraid of liability?
Yeah, the liability. They wouldn't touch it. So finally got a hold of a tow truck guy that knew what he was doing and was able to get it back home for me. So, but no, knock on wood, it's been a good car. It's been up to LA, Riverside, Long Beach. I hit all the shows.
Let's come over here a little bit. So let's see. I wanted to talk to you about these shows. Now, you do Cruising Grand, but you do some other shows too, right?
Yeah, I'd like actually the cruise nights versus the car shows. The car shows, you're there all day. It's a long day. Cruising Grand's my favorite. El Cajon's a nice one. Chula Vista has one, La Mesa. So I try to hit those up, a couple hours, and then you get to go home. You're not there for 10 hours. So.
Well, I guess what is the trade-off? The car show gives you like awards and that kind of thing. I mean, what's the incentive to stick around all day?
Yeah, awards, and you just hang out with the guys. Day goes by actually kind of quick, but once you're in, you're in. A lot of times they won't let you leave till 5. And the cruise nights, I don't know. I like the cruise nights. You get to drive the car versus just keeping it parked.
That's a good point. Yeah, you get to actually cruise on the strip that way.
You can cruise the strip all you want. It gets better at night. When everyone's here, but
we're just starting to get into that summery type weather, but we're still we're not there yet.
Right. Yeah, it's getting close. Getting close to wear some shorts. Gonna get a little hot out here.
I forgot to wear my girdle.
Right.
We were just kidding about the T-shirt thing.
Right.
Okay. Well, so how long have you been coming to this show? Would you say approximately?
Probably since I had the car out 6 years. 6 years. And you come from Chula Vista, so it's about a 45-minute drive. It's not too bad.
As long as you get up here early enough.
Yeah, we try to leave 3 o'clock. If 3 o'clock, you're going to beat the traffic. You don't have to worry about the carpooling. there's a little traffic, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Have you been to Vista lately?
No.
It's bad.
Is it?
I thought I was going to do that today at 3 o'clock, and I got surprised. All right. Okay. So, Steve, it's been a great time speaking with you, and appreciate these cars. And again, now refresh my memory. The style of the car, you call it again, is?
It's a custom. They call it custom.
Custom.
Right.
Okay.
A lot of people call them lowriders because they sit low to the ground, but it's not actually a lowrider. It's a custom. Yeah. Custom because there's a lot of stuff done to it. It's not an original car. You know, the roof's cut. You got the fender skirts on it. Some body modification. So, you know, no door handles, stuff like that. So
wow, that's right. No
custom.
No door handles. No, you know, I thought there was something different about this car. Yeah. But, you know, the way you did that rear window, though, I must admit, I mean, I would have no idea that you could move it like that and make it look this good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 12 inches. Wasn't my idea. It was the guy that was building it. You know, he you know, threw the idea at me. I go, hey, you know, let's do it. You're building it. So.
All right, Steve. Well, you know, this guy knows what he's doing. He's got a beautiful car here. And I'm sure, Steve, if I had something like this, I'd want to be out there too.
Oh, yeah. It's, you know, I like bringing it out. You know, people come up to talk to you. They admire the car. You know, it feels good. You know, people like your car. So yeah.
Well, thanks for being with us. Really appreciate that. And, of course, being live out here, we're starting to see people really starting to show up now. I guess it's just around 5 o'clock, around showtime. So we can move on upward a little ways, and maybe Rich wants to take a little more on that car. Look at the back, Zapato 1. That's a cool plate. That's like an old style California plate. Yeah, but it's got current tags. They wouldn't dare pull you over.
No.
That would be, you know, they might do it just to admire your car.
Yeah. And the story behind the Zapato, back in the 50s, when people had these cars, they would call them a shoebox because the body style was kind of generic, just plain. It didn't have the curves like the Chevys, the big fat fenders. So they called them a shoebox. So Zapato's a shoe.
Yeah, that's right. There's a site I bought some shoes from. I think it's zabato.com. Yeah, it's all about shoes. Cool. All righty. Well, we're going to wander on here and see what else we got going. Yeah, it's live right now, and you can go to that channel and click on it later. You're good. Thank you. Thanks for helping us. Yeah, it's just starting to happen here. And we got that band again. Remember that band from last week? Maybe he'll have a minute and I can talk to him for a minute. Should we go ahead and do that?
They're setting up. Let them set up.
Okay. I should know as an ex-musician that that's rude.
Any of these? This guy just pulled up.
Yeah. Let's go across the street here because we got a treasure trove of cars here. Yeah. Go ahead. Live. North County SD Live.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah. Local. Loco and local. Yeah. So we're wandering around here. Is this your car, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We'd like to take talk to you for a second, if you don't mind. We're live on the internet.
All right.
Can you believe that?
CRUISIN GRAND.
CRUISIN GRAND. It's awesome. So this is your red Chevy.
Yeah, 57 Chevy. Yep. Post.
Let's get out of the sun. We'll follow our cameraman here. He knows exactly what he wants to do. And there's plenty of eye candy here with this thing. Are we good here?
Yeah, it's better.
Better? Okay.
It is live, huh?
Yeah, can you believe it? You know, a little package that he's wearing gives you actually high definition live to the internet now to more than one place. We're on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay. Sounds cool.
Pretty awesome, huh? So, this is cool. Support your local speed shop.
Yeah, it's just a shirt I got off of Summit Racing. It's just like an old time shirt, you know.
And what's your name?
Richard Martin.
Richard Martin. So this is your baby?
Yeah, it's a Hot Rod 57. So it looks like the 57, but really it's all three-stroker with a 6-speed Termic tranny, Camaro Generation 2 rear end, it's all positive traction. What do you call it? Sway bars, everything. It's pretty fun.
Beautiful. I mean, it's so clean. I always joke that you could eat off these motors.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Sure, nobody would do that.
Yeah.
I might try it sometime.
Yep.
But I get in big trouble if somebody saw me trying that. You're out of here, bud. So at any rate,
Hot rod.
you'd call this a hot rod.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a classic car like a lot of people shoot for to have an original. It's more a hot rod.
So hot rod meaning what? Just more power?
It's all souped up. Yeah. So it looks like a 57 on the outside, but really underneath it's all souped up for. So, yeah.
So you ever do any drag racing?
I'd like to take it out and try it. Yeah. I do some on the street. Yeah. That's supposed to.
When no one's looking. But look out for Dead Man's Curve.
Yeah.
This is so red. What do you call this red?
I'm not sure. It was painted this color before I got it. Somebody said like a Ferrari red or something like that. Okay. So.
Very, very rich. Yeah. So how long have you had the car?
I think like 4 years. Yeah.
If you said 4 hours, I'd be suspicious.
No, I put this motor and tranny ring in it. It already had a pretty cool motor in it before, but it blew up.
Well, these aren't inexpensive to maintain, right?
No, this it cost you a pretty penny. Yeah, at least 40,000. Yeah. So.
Wow. But when you think about cars off the lot now, and the sticker prices, you would think you could have a class.
I could have got a new Charger or something, or this, or something, So this just gets better though. It doesn't get older. Doesn't depreciate. It gets better. So.
Yeah. Well, it's like you say. Now the thing is too that these hold their value, don't they? I mean, they don't just depreciate off the lot.
It's going to appreciate. Yeah, it's going to go more and more. So
it seems to make sense to look that direction if somebody out there is thinking about getting a car. Of course, you kind of need to know what you're doing, though, right?
Yeah, you got to be a mechanic, really, or unless you have somebody else do it for you. Yeah. And so, unless you do like a lot of guys do, they put like these LS motors, modern motors in it, which hot rod guys kind of frown on. I don't know. I see. Well, it's a beautiful thing. How long have you been coming out to this Cruising Grand? I mean, I guess about 5 years, yeah. 5 years? Yeah. My son comes here too. He's got a hot rod too. Cruises in, so he's got a Mopar, kind of like this one over here. Yeah. So not as nice as that one. That one's pretty nice. That one's yeah.
So it's like father, like son?
Yeah. We're building a couple of cars at home. We built several of them, and then turned around and sell them. Yeah.
There you go. That sounds like a good cottage industry.
Yeah. Can't really make any money.
Well, that's why you're in a cottage.
Just for fun.
No. Yeah. But hey, that's a good thing, and it's a father-son thing.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Can't beat that. I'll tell you what. That's as American as baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Any more American than the 57 Chevy.
Oh, let's go closer. All right. So, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Now, I think that was Dinah Shore. I'm not sure who sang that. Who sang that? Oh, come on now. Look, they're boxing me in here. I'm getting in trouble. Check this out, though. The Chevy flags, fuel injection. I mean, there's detail on these cars that just gives them that look of motion.
It doesn't really have fuel injection, but...
Oh, okay. Wait. We have a disclaimer here. What now?
It doesn't really have fuel injection. The previous owner put that on there because he had a modern-day fuel-injected motor on it.
So this one is not fuel injected. So
carburetor. Yeah.
Just straight carb.
Yeah, it's carburetor. Yeah.
Aren't those harder to maintain or not?
Yeah, they're harder to adjust, but
once you got them, you would prefer that?
Yeah. The new injections are pretty nice, but yeah, either way. Yeah.
Well, they're saying that some of those computer-operated ones, if there was like a hot flash from the sun, things like that, that it could actually stop the computers.
They had one on there. It was pretty nice, but I just kind of trying to go back more original, trying to make it more carbureted.
Well, there you go. Yeah, just stay with what works and what always worked before. And then, of course, now the tires and the wheels, I'll bet those aren't just off the rack, are they?
No, those are all custom made. Yeah, you have to buy them and order them for that dimensions, those sizes. No returns.
I'll bet. Yeah, no refunds. But there's no NOS on these, right? New old stock. I mean, you wouldn't trust an old tire.
No, it's pretty much everything on the car you just got to figure out yourself.
Kind of sounds like what the business we're in at our live channel. It's like no manuals come with any of this stuff. We got to just figure it out. But well, thanks for your time. And we have that's the brightest red I've ever seen in my life. And they're going to go ahead and take a look at the interior there. Anything special on the interior?
The stick right in the middle, the big stick shift. That's the fun stick there, 6-speed. It's a manual 6-speed. So, unlike most all the 57s and Chevys, they got automatics. So I got a bucket seats with a 6-speed in it. So
6-speed, huh?
yeah, so it's like it was out of either a Corvette or a Camaro. So
And that's a manual 6-speed.
yeah, yep.
So when you're on the highway, do you obviously you get into 6th? Or do you?
Pretty fast, yeah, to do it, yeah. So
What would you say? Give me an idea. How many miles an hour are going into 6th?
You got to be doing 80 before we go into 6. Wow. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, that tells you something right there.
Yep. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, hope you enjoy the show, and I know people are going to enjoy you sharing this with us.
Sure.
And we appreciate your time. So you have a great day. Thank you. Yeah, Bel Air. Oh, I want to give you our card too, because you can go online and see this interview later.
Oh yeah.
Right
okay.
now it's live, but it'll be on there to click later.
That's cool. Thanks.
All righty. So, yeah, we're just so far we're batting 2 for 2, and you got more going on over here. Impala. Woo, with a 1956 plate. And look at that. If we can see that, it has a 1959 tag on it. That's interesting. I mean, I wonder if that's...
There's another tag down there.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2020. Yeah. Okay, now I get it. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, that would have been a bit of an outdated tag there, but it's original. That's the cool thing about it. Original. And, of course, those plate colors go back a ways. That's a 1956 plate, California plate. So, as we look, wow. Let's see if we can find I don't see anyone near this car to ask them. Here's another one. Yeah, it's still worth looking at. Look at that. Oh, my. Beautiful white interior. Impala. What a classic. And look at that dash. And, of course, those seats, so plush. You sit in those. And I believe the radio had a speaker in the back seat there in the middle. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was a real cruiser. Real cruiser. And of course the dice on that rear view mirror. Look at those dice. Awesome. Boy, just walking this one little side street here at CRUISIN Grand, we're on the corner of Grand and Calmia. There's just a treasure trove just right in this general area. I mean, look at this, 427 Vet. Yay. Cobra. Oh, no, that's Cobra. Help me out here. Shelby Spirit. 427 Cobra. Now, see, I'm a little ignorant of the history on this one. But, I mean, that thing, it's reminiscent of a Vet, but obviously it is not, I don't see a Corvette logo. It is a Cobra. Those are legendary. Yeah. Shelby American Incorporated, Cobra powered by Ford. Okay, I get it. Just looking at the tags there. Wow. Yeah, this thing is got to be rare. 427. Man. Yep, and it's a 2-seater. Can you imagine going for a ride in that thing? Yeah, boy. Whew. Beautiful. I don't see the owner nearby here. I'd like to talk to the owners. We like to get some of the facts from them. And yeah, pretty awesome. Well, I usually gab, and I'm not, you know, it's hard for me to be at a loss for words. So Jordan, are you having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Yeah. And let's see. You've got the old school T-shirt. What are you? You're close to graduating?
Yeah, I'm close to graduating. I just had my my senior presentation today.
You did. What is a senior presentation? What is that?
Oh, it's a presentation that we take all year to put together, and my presentation was on Apple, and it was a critical analysis of Apple.
Well,
And computers in general.
computers in general too.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you guys, what? You get up in front of everybody and
We get up in front of a panel of 4 members, which is a teacher, a parent, a student, and a community member. And yeah, I got up in front of my old English teacher from 1 year ago, a doctor, a sister of one of my friends, and I don't know who the parent was.
well, you know, that's the thing about now. You know, back in my day, I mean, it was just a cap and gown, and if you were lucky, you just got on stage and got out of there.
Yeah. Well, we get we have to have the privilege of doing that now. We if we don't succeed in that presentation, we don't get to walk the
Graduation.
walk the graduation stage.
The graduation walk.
Yeah, so I did pass.
Yay! All right, congratulations, Jordan. That's awesome. And of course, Jordan is Rich Cruz's son. You know, Rich Cruz Productions, RC Video Productions, one of our sponsors.
Hold it up, and so the camera.
I know. We wish we had a beer for. We could see Rich. He's behind the camera. That's Dad to you.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what else we got going here. Let's see. Now, got the band setting up over there, and I'm going to see if I can maybe catch him for.
Is this the owner of this car here?
Let's ask. Here, guys. How's it going? Is the owner of that Impala nearby? You're the man? Oh, cool. Do you mind talking to us for a minute? We're live on the internet, and we love these cars. We love to see these. Here's our card.
Okay, can you move to the car?
Yeah, let's go to the car. And just, should we come forward, back?
Just right next to it's good.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right in here. Perfect.
Yeah.
And I should be down on the ground too?
Yeah. Get it.
All right. All right. Yeah, but I don't want to block him, so I hope we can see him. We're good. Okay. So we're looking at a what?
1959 Impala.
Chevrolet?
Impala.
Okay. Now, this is a two-door.
Two-door. These are the original colors of the car, but it has been repainted once. It's called Crown Sapphire and Snowcrest White.
Very creative names, and they're beautiful colors.
That's the original colors. When you look in the book, you know, and you go by the book and the plates, that's what comes up. The only thing I've changed out on the car is I put in a 327 cubic inch engine, and I changed the drive to a 700 R4 transmission.
That's Greek to me, but I know it means good stuff.
It's an overdrive transmission. You had an original 2-speed in here, and now it's got a 4-speed transmission, so you could cruise on the freeway and not, you know, you go a lot faster.
Now, here's the thing. A 2-speed automatic sounds very unusual to me.
You know, they use those in the drag strips a lot. They call them power glides, and that's what they use. They're bulletproof. You can't break those things, so they're pretty good transmissions. But you know, you need that overdrive gear.
Ah, got it. That overdrive, yeah. That keeps the motor RPM down.
And this is how the interior would be back then. There's a kit that you buy online.
Okay.
And
Rich will get over there and his interior.
Yep, and the like I say, it's the original interior how it was done. Company just comes in and redoes everything, headliner and all. It's a real neat Starliner headliner, and it's been a real good car. I've owned it for about 15 years now. Bought it from the original owners. It was sitting in their garage for almost 20 years, not being driven.
Wow, that has got to be a lightning bolt opportunity.
Yes, it was. It was. It was $4,000 back then.
Oh my! Well, you were blessed to get this.
Well, it was $4,000, and my brother dealt with them and got it for $3,500 because you can't ever pay price as a car guy.
Adding insult to injury. No, I'm just kidding. No, that was opportunity that opened up, and there it was.
Yes, it was. It was older. It's got the original plates on it from them. They've never been changed. So, like I say, it's been a really nice car.
So, and now how long have you owned it?
About 15 years now. 15 years. It's only been restored for about 4 now. I left it original for a long time, and then finally I just said enough's enough, and restored it because it just came out beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did.
Well, I'm glad you did too. I mean, look at this thing. This is eye candy.
Yeah, I don't go to shows and enter it, but I have gone to shows, and it's actually won a few of the shows for, like, not best of the show, but people's favorite all the time. It seems when everybody, it seems to be a people's favorite.
Yeah, I can see why. Now, in some of these, when I see these Impalas, I see the thing in the back seat. Was that a radio speaker?
That is a speaker. Yes, and nowadays what they do, they upgrade it and they actually let you have dual voice cones in it, so you can actually put stereo in it. And there's 2 speakers now, kind of in it.
Forgive me. Yeah. Okay. Just coughing a little bit, but yeah. So if you're sitting in the back of this Impala way back in the day, you're hearing the radio and the bass and all that going on right there behind you on the seat.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job putting these together. Got 2 speakers in the front, 1 in the back like that. That's split. And I think back then they had something called vibrasonic, didn't they? Where it was delayed a little bit, so you got a stereo sound, but it wasn't stereo. I think it was called vibrasonic.
Well, you got me. You got me. I'm too young. I don't remember. You're buying that? No, he's not buying that. No, but I do remember the fidelity of the old tube radios in some of these cars that gave a real strong bass sound to them.
Well, what they do now is they have upgraded. They look exactly like it would have stock back then, but it's actually a stereo where you could plug your MP player in or anything into the dash now. So they give you opportunity now to bring them into the modern driving cars.
It's so cool with those dual radio antennas.
Yes, I like that. I put those on. It wasn't originally on that. They had one on the front fender. And my buddy took that out and painted my front fender for me, and I stuck those in there. It's the scariest thing I ever did, drilling holes into a car that was painted.
No. Ooh. You have to use a special bit for that?
No, I just covered everything with tape, and then when I drilled through, everything had blue tape all over it, and I measured 4 times and drilled once.
There you go. Measure 4 times, drill once.
Yep, that's how you had to do it.
All right. Sounds great. Well, thanks for your time. This is a beautiful, beautiful Impala, and we appreciate you speaking with us here on North County SD Live at CRUISIN Grand. One more question for you. How long have you been coming out to this show? I mean, approximately.
10 years. 10 years.
10 years. He was quick with that. He knew exactly with that. We're in the 20th year.
Yep, 20 years.
Flies, doesn't it?
10 years. I've lived since 97 up there at Hidden Meadow, so I've been up there since 97, but coming regularly for 10 years.
Okay, got it. Well, I have a feeling you'll be coming regularly for the next 10 years.
God willing, yes.
Okay, well, thanks for speaking with us. You take care, man. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I usually am not a man at a loss for words, so I will continue to babble, psychobabble, right? Okay, now I'm going to follow Rich's suggestions. Should we talk to the... I'm at your command, sir.
Can we go across the street?
Yeah, we can do that.
Say hi to Chino on our way there.
Yeah, I want to say hello. Chino and the gunman, the lone gunman, is that it?
That's it, yep.
Now, last time I caught you, of course, I'm always in your way, but you were telling me you were an Escondido guy.
I am, yeah, born and raised. Yep.
Born and raised here. And so this must be a nostalgic event for you, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this town's changed quite a bit since I was a little kid.
How about Grand Avenue, though?
It's changed a lot, absolutely.
I love, it still has a vibe of some sorts.
Yeah, there's enough of the old classic buildings and historic buildings in town that it still holds that look from the 40s and early 50s here. The only thing missing is the old JCPenney building. Although the building's still there, JCPenney's is gone. But
that's right. Yeah, JCPenney ended up, it seems like all the catalog companies got in trouble.
yes.
Sears, Montgomery Ward, Spiegel, that used to be my world. But hey, your band is so hot. There were people the last couple of weeks we've been out here, they were waiting on the benches, waiting for your band. So you have a strong following. How many years have you been doing this?
Well, we've been doing the Cruising Grand for, watch your step. Gosh, that's good. I want to say 7 or 8 years now.
Okay.
I've had this band going for about 10 years, and I've been playing longer than that, obviously. I used to work for Rich Hunt's Guitar Shop up here in town.
Oh, okay.
I was a teacher, and I worked there for a long time. It's gone now, but
Yeah.
it was a staple here for many, many years.
Cool. And this is a trio, or is it? It's a trio, sort of like the Stray Cat type thing, or?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, absolutely. Very Buddy Holly, Chuck Berry, just bare bones rock and roll.
And you know they're still getting played on the radio.
Yes, they are. Absolutely. Yeah, they're putting out
Rich just said 40th anniversary for the Stray Cats. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I see you have some of the Carvin gear. We have to put a plug in for Carvin. That's our old alma mater.
Yeah, they haven't been in town in a long time.
Yeah, you remember the old days.
I bought my very first guitar amplifier from Carvin over on was it Enterprise? Industrial, that's what it was, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, same here. I bought my first bass amp there.
Yep.
We called it Thunder Buns.
Thunderbuns, absolutely. Although I do play Gretsch guitars. They're not from Escondido, but that's a great guitar company as well.
Yeah, Carvin, now they're Kiesel guitars, so.
Well, Carvin still exists. They're two separate companies now, yeah.
So, okay, well, I won't try to get you to play a Carvin, I promise. I used to do that for a living.
I still use their stuff. Still have Carvin speakers and PAs.
Yeah, it's good stuff, good stuff. Well, I hope you have a great concert tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate your
You guys
time.
gonna come back by?
Yeah, we will.
Perfect.
You bet we
Actually, I
will.
have a song request ready to go.
Okay, we'll do
Sleepwalk.
that.
I saw you played a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Come back
Sleepwalk.
down, let me know. We'll play it.
Awesome.
All righty. We're going to cash in a request later. All right, sounds good. I want to follow up over here. We have our buddy over here. Okay, I see Warren. Warren. Yep, we're back. We're back. I'll be back. I told you. Yeah, the guys from Facebook. These guys know us by now, right? But now, Warren, where's that Indian bike of yours? There. Oh, it's over there. Okay. It's the what?
The 31.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. That's more authentic, right?
That's it.
How authentic, dude. Yeah. It's dirty.
Well, that too. But it's real dirt.
Don't polish it.
He just rides them. He don't polish them. Okay, now the question is, did you ever get a gal on that back seat yet?
That's it. Yep. We're hunting.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I think she's going to find you.
That's good. She can do that. That's okay with me.
I'll bet. I mean, who would, that Indian bike, we'll take a look at it as we depart here a little bit, but I was surprised that you had said that it was actually a 2015 and it looks so vintage.
That's because it is the vintage model. Like me.
You read my mind. He took my line there. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, you guys. So we've got your favorite band here, right? And what's their name?
Can't remember.
It's the Can't Remember Band. You don't need to remember. It's Gino and the Lone Gunman. So,
Paradise, Cruising Grand.
yeah, I got something in my throat here. A little bit of something. All right, well, let's continue on down. You guys have a great show. Thanks. Oh, I'll pass out some cards real quick. Because you always wonder who we are, right? Funny guy. Oh, thank you. I'll take one. Thank you. I'll use that. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that way you guys can go on and watch this later if you'd like. Here we go. We're live on the internet. If you'd like to take a look at Cruising Grand Live and also some other videos, take a look. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good weekend.
Well, thanks. You too. Thank you, sir. So, the narrative continues. And, ooh, it's Cadillac. Cruising Grand on a big Friday. Man, everywhere I look, I see these classic cars. We'd like you to see if you can get out here sometime. Bring the family, because it's kid friendly. And as it continues, all kinds of traffic out there. Some of the classics, and then some just mix in with regular traffic.
I don't think that Corvette was here last time.
Yeah, we can check that out. Love that. Let's go check out some of these classics again. Now, some of these you may have seen on a previous video, but some you haven't. There's Corvette. Look at that. Classic Corvette. It's just, the lines on it are so clean. Bumper is slim. You got air vents on the side of the cab. You just got a beautiful styling. That's a unique body style. At least, again, I don't know all the models, but I will tell you that this one is a bit different from what I've seen at the show before. And it's just, do we have an owner of this Corvette?
He went to dinner.
I think they're at dinner because they sit over here. And I don't know where they go.
Okay. Yeah, they just like to, hang out here. So, what about you folks? You been out here for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my red car.
Oh, which one?
Red one.
Ooh. Okay, 1948. Let's talk about that one a little bit. Do you mind? Come on this way. 1948. Ah, yes. This is the one with the moving sign. We were looking for you the other week and we couldn't find you.
My son sells those. You program them in your computer to say anything you want. My son sells those at his business in northern Nevada.
That's a unique item. I mean, because
About $25.
that's a good deal. When we were coming by the other week, we were looking for the owner and you weren't around. So we looked at, a couple weeks ago, and we looked at that sign and it told us what we needed to know as far as what the car was.
Yeah. It's a 48.
Let's go this way.
You ought to see inside. It's
My, that's inviting.
It's got a 350 Chevy V8 in it. Automatic transmission, power steering, power disc brakes, air conditioning. I rough it. 48 never had any of that stuff. That's right. They had a flat head 6-cylinder engine, 3 on the tree shift. but this has all been upgraded. So, but it's easy to drive. It's a pleasure to drive now where they weren't before, you know.
And what is your name?
Cliff Tenney.
Cliff Tenney.
Yeah.
Glad to meet you. Dave Flores. And we're on the North County SD Live channel. I wanted to give you our card while I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Because later on, we are live now, but later on you can always go in and see some of the other programs that we do, including this one. Now,
You want to see the motor too?
sure, let's take a look at the motor. Yeah.
By the way, with the parking lights on, this lights up. With the
Well,
parking lights on. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little different than they were. Got plenty of power. It'll keep up with the traffic real good. So,
Yeah, Plymouth had its own flavor, its own character.
yeah. They haven't made them now for a few years, but in '48 these were very popular. In fact, I had a '48 in 1950.
You were 2 years behind. But that's okay, though. You got a better value, right?
Right, and I couldn't afford them brand new even then, but today they're worth a lot more than they were then.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We were talking earlier in the program about one of the cars where it was actually competitive with a new car price as far as a collector's car.
This one is valued somewhere around maybe 25. They say some of them 30, but I don't think you could get that. But maybe you could get 25,000 for it.
You know, but when you consider that kind of price versus what they're selling on the lots nowadays for that and way more,
Yeah.
you would think something like this would actually appreciate over time.
It does. Yeah, it does. That's why I've got it.
Because when you drive off the dealer lot, they say they're 2,500's gone as soon as you, or up to 5. I've been told as soon as you drive off the lot.
Stock, this car is worth about $12,000. A really nice one, maybe 15, but with it hot rodded, it's worth twice that. See, that's the difference.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you for educating us.
Fun.
You're having too much fun.
Yeah, we're down here usually every Friday night. Last week I didn't show up. Granddaughter got married,
Ah,
so you know how it is.
that must have been a special night.
It is, yeah.
Well, appreciate your time on this beautiful Plymouth. Tell me again the model and the year again.
It's 1948 Special Deluxe Club Coupe.
From Plymouth.
Yeah, from Plymouth. Yeah.
I wish I was an announcer back then. I'd say, Plymouth, your best value.
See their insignia here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, named after the Plymouth, well, what, was the boat of Plymouth or was it Plymouth Rock?
Plymouth Rock, but they had the picture of the boat on it. Same way with the taillight lens, it's got it on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Honoring America's history.
Yeah, yeah. But after dark, before I leave, I turn on the parking lights for a little while because people get a kick out of this lighting up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I have a memory as a kid. I think we had an old Pontiac, and I think that the Chief's head lit up.
They did, yeah, yeah. Those were neat too. My son had one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's creativity, American ingenuity and creativity, right?
Yeah, it is, really. And then the sun visors, of course, those were accessories back then, as you can see.
Oh, yeah, the sun visor over the windshield.
Yeah, yeah. Those were nice.
Totally cool.
Believe it or not, in a rain, unless it's really pouring, you don't even get any water on the windshield hardly.
You know, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
When you think about it, I wonder, is that just styling that made that go away? I mean, that's functional and stylish, I think.
That was very popular in the 40s and the 50s. And then they got away from them again. So.
Well, they say what goes around comes around. You never know.
You don't know, but I like them. I like the looks of them. That's why I put it on there. The spotlight's an accessory, but I wanted it too. So.
Okay, we're about to sign off. So give me your name again.
Cliff Tenney.
Cliff Tinney, I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you.
We all do. And did I give you our card, right?
Yes, you
so
did, yeah.
you can tune in later, but you've been live on North County SD Live channel. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. You have a great show. Take care. Yeah, I mean, there's stories behind these cars. These aren't just cars, it's people. And it's the stories of the people and what they do. And they love these cars. They take care of these cars. And it's just, it's a great thing to witness and to be part of. So we really appreciate being here to do that. So we're getting to the time now where it's about time for us to sign off. But we want to thank you all for watching North County SD Live on Facebook and YouTube. And we hope you'll come back. Tell a friend and tell people about these videos so they can enjoy them too. Here at CRUISIN Grand Escondido, I'm Dave Flores. Thank you for watching.